No, 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 no. Netflix, no. What are you doing? You just released Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Great title because the F can stand for four. So you're taking out that OLEY, Axel F, and then you get to keep Axel Foley for another time. I was thinking, ooh, Axel F, Axel 4, whatever. Beverly Hills Cop 4, better than Beverly Hills Cop 4. Anyway, what a great freaking trailer. Goddamn, this movie looks better than Coming to America, his other one that came back. This looks better than all the Eddie Murphy movies that have come out since the beginning of time. It looks awesome. I mean, whether it is awesome, we're not going to know, but the trailer it hypes you up. It's like, damn, this is Eddie Murphy, nostalgia. Yes, this thing looks like a Die Hard. It looks like a fun Die Hard, Live Free or Die Hard. It looks like Live Free or Die Hard. And it's set in LA. How many great LA action movies can you make? We had Beverly Hills Cop 3, which we generally didn't like because it was set in a theme park. Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2, which I don't even remember watching those, and I have to go back and watch them now. So that's what I need Netflix to do, to put those old movies now so I can start now. Put now Beverly Hills Cop, and then don't put 3. Do not put 3. Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and skip 3. Do not put 3 on Netflix because then everyone's going to go, oh, Beverly Hills Cop 3. Ugh, this sucks. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see part 4. They're not going to see the trailer, so put Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2. Put it on Hulu. Put it on wherever the big places are. Skip 3 and then put the trailer at the end of every Beverly Hills Cop for the new one. Why can't you do it this way? Why can't you do it this way? Who's telling you what to do? Hype this up, get people excited, and then put it in theaters. Eric Weber, the number one, everyone else is number zero. I like Chris Gore, but he's too much into Marvel. He needs to forgive Eric Weber. They need to come together. Eric Weber, John Campea, Rob Burnett, a lot of these guys need to come together. Tarantino, Trachtenberg, the director, Kevin Smith, all these guys need to come together for a big show. But anyway, there's a lot of fighting between them. Everybody hates. I have problems with Kevin Smith. I have problems with everybody. I mean, everybody's going to have problems with me. But I'm telling you, I know where Eddie Murphy lives. I know your address, Eddie Murphy. I'm not going to tell anybody. It's safe. You're cool. But a part of me is thinking, damn, what can I do to take a stance on Netflix? Should I send uh, something to your address every week and like annoy you with letters or something? Because I'm like, an email I can send, but you'll ignore. But maybe sending something to your house. I don't know. The point is, it's all cool, Eddie. But maybe I got to take a stand here. Put Beverly Hills Cop Axel F in freaking theaters and put it for like a 90-day theatrical window. You want to know what? Oppenheimer? I wanted to see Oppenheimer day one. Day one, the Tuesday, the Wednesday. I didn't want to see Barbie, but I love Barbie. I was happy with Barbie. Great movie. I felt that was the one I wanted to see on digital, on a digital screen because of the colors. But I was like, Oppenheimer, I gotta see Oppenheimer. I gotta see Oppenheimer. That's the IMAX movie. They filmed that on IMAX. I couldn't. It was sold out. I would have had to pay $20 for parking and almost $27 for a ticket. And I was gonna go with like 4 or 5 people, and I was like, I was gonna pay the whole tickets. And I was like, damn, bro, I want to see Oppenheimer. I had to wait. Then it went out, and it wasn't online to see for free anywhere. There were some places where you could see it in shitty quality. I said, no, I'm not going to see it in shitty quality. I want to see it great. And they brought it back theatrical, and then boom, it just came out on the internet. Great quality. I don't even watch it, but I will always remember going to that IMAX, sitting down, seeing the booming noise, the IMAX. Let people experience Eddie. Come on, Eddie. I have your address. I could put that shit out there. I could put that shit out there. I would never do that because I'm not a psycho. And there have been times that there were some really mean people. And I don't mean to put addresses out there, but I like to go, you know what? F you to actors because you don't take a stand enough. And for Eddie Murphy, I'm like, if Shrek was coming back, you wouldn't put Shrek on Netflix. You would not put Shrek 4 or 5 or 6 or Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots got in theaters, but your movie didn't get in theaters. And you can release it day and date. I understand that. If you're gonna do that, at least do the Five Nights at Freddy's day and date, which is stupid because it's gonna kill the money. But you don't know. Maybe people will see it day and date because there's no movies out. But I'm like, nah, man. I want to. I didn't even care about I didn't even care about Beverly Hills Cop for years. You would tell me Beverly Hills Cop. Seriously, isn't that like Indiana Jones? And how much cooler does this Beverly Hills Cop work today when LA is this big place and there's actually action and Kevin Bacon looks like a threatening villain, and it's like this looks really good. It looks like it'll bring Axel back and then it'll suck again. It looks like it'll be like we brought back Shaft. It's Samuel L. Jackson. We brought him back first movie, and then it's like, ooh, the other ones are bad. And you're like, maybe they could get Ray Fisher, maybe they could get Zack Snyder, maybe they can continue Netflix. But even Rebel Moon is one of those that I can understand. That's one that that's a long movie. It's a Star Wars, but even that one, you're like, come on. There's a lot of Snyderverse fans out there, and I don't know why the hell Netflix has not purchased the DC universe, bought the goddamn Snyderverse to make Justice League 2. That's a whole nother story, but I don't know why they're not trying to continue Justice League movies, Snyder movies in theaters for the Snyderverse fucking fans. And then you got Eddie Murphy, and they're like, Rebel Moon, I don't want to go see in theaters. But if that first week it comes out and then people are like having a hype for it, like you gotta go see Rebel Moon. I don't want to go see Rebel Moon because I'm like, it seems like a lot of style. It doesn't seem like a lot of character. It doesn't seem like I saw The Force Awakens in theaters. That one felt good, and that one's never gonna be. I mean, come on, The Force Awakens is never gonna be as cool as Rebel Moon. The Force Awakens made 900 million based on nostalgia and Harrison Ford, and it was a stupid movie. And I love Daisy Ridley, and it launched Daisy Ridley, and it was an interesting trilogy. But Rebel Moon is at least semi more original. There's a spider creature. There's all this stuff. It tries. It just. But I go, man. I would love to go if you give me a matinee, if you give me the time, and you give me some money. Some people will experience Rebel Moon. Some kids will experience it, and that will be their Star Wars. Not me, but somebody else will. Don't think about me. I'm one of the 90,000 people that don't see it, and they see it as a screening. I'm online trying to hype it up. And I can tell you, come on, Rebel Moon and Eddie Murphy. What the hell, Eddie Murphy? Back to you. No Beverly Hills Cop 4 in theaters? Even for a fucking weekend? And I know they don't want a weekend. Eric Weber is amazing. Got to get on Eric Weber. If you're not an MMT, you're just not in film. If you don't, he may be the most annoying. Talks about people's hair plugs. Talks about how he hates poor things and Beau is Afraid. They get nominated. He's the only critic that matters. Gore, him, Robert Meyer Burnett, John Campea, a bunch of them were all online kicking ass, keeping this going. Beverly Hills Cop, please have at least 120 theatrical day window. 120 theatrical day window. And you want to know why? Because the only damn movie coming out is Dune and Deadpool. Dune, Deadpool. What's the other one? Dune, Deadpool. I can't even remember. What else is coming out next year? Furiosa, which I don't even want to see Furiosa now because of the CGI. Because of the CGI, I was like, I didn't even see Mad Max in theaters. I always kick myself that I never saw Mad Max in theaters. Fury Road, it's one of the greatest masterpieces ever. I didn't see it in theaters because I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know. And that's how they miss out. People who don't see it, they miss out on the great experience. Mad Max Fury Road, please re-release that movie. Please re-release Mad Max Fury Road next year in a twofer. In a twofer, Mad Max Fury Road, Furiosa, I will go see it. If you release Mad Max Fury Road in IMAX, plus Furiosa, I will not give a shit about the CGI. Put Fury Road as a 8 o'clock and then another one at a 10 o'clock, and I will go see freaking Mad Max Fury Road and Furiosa and the Mad Max trilogy and all that shit. Re-release it. It's like Lord of the Rings. Please do that. That's all you gotta do, and then everything's all good. Because you'll be like, I saw Fury Road, and then we got to see Furiosa. So cool. At least there's a coolness there. But those are the only movies. Dune, Deadpool 3, which is going to be huge, and Furiosa. So what do you have next year? You have Axel. It's just, that's the beginning of the year. It's Eddie Murphy coming back, not sucking like Dial of Destiny, just ruined. When I tried to make Dial of Destiny, which was the original idea, with Short Round, which I tried to make happen, when I sent my story, which was a great story that involved Vietnam and Paradise and much being in not Vietnam, it was all 2017 stuff. They didn't do it, but I love the Antique Theater. I felt that the movie had some cool stuff, but it was like, oh man, there was. Anyway, sorry for ranting. Eddie Murphy, I have your address. I will never do anything with it. I will never visit you, but I'm thinking I might have to give this over to the MMT audience. What are we going to do to you? What are we going to do to you for letting this movie die on Netflix? It's going to be on Netflix, and you know what's going to do? That MP MPEG 4 file, that MKV MPEG 4 file of Netflix that somebody goes in with some kind of studio system that exists in Channel 4 that they can record off Netflix. They're going to record it, upload it to the world, and everybody's going to watch it. It's a file, it's everywhere, and now everybody's transferring it, and it's everywhere, and nobody wants to see it anymore. Dude, you know how awesome Oppenheimer was for from Barbenheimer, which was awesome with Tom Cruise, which I didn't even see Dead Reckoning, and I sit now watching Dead Reckoning every day. I'm watching Dead Reckoning like every day now. I'm like, oh, I want to watch it again. I kind of didn't like it, and now I'm like, oh, I got to give it a chance. I just didn't like that it felt too. I don't know. I didn't get that Mission Impossible 3 vibe from Dead Reckoning. But I want to see the next Mission Impossible, which could have the title Dead Entity, which is a little too much next to Dead Reckoning. The Killer Entity, Killing the Entity. The Killer Entity, Race to Erase the Entity. Erase the Entity, Dead Entity. I don't know. I don't care. But I want to see the new Mission Impossible, which is not coming out next year. The next Mission Impossible is not coming out next year. The next Mission Impossible is not coming out next year. You have everything at your freaking disposal with this amazing trailer. It could be a piece of crap. Maybe the jokes fall flat. Maybe it's crap nostalgia. But already from my mind, people are like, wow, this actually looks good. I was expecting Shaft 7.0. Crap, this looks good for the age of Eddie Murphy and what this was. It looks like a Die Hard movie. It feels like John McClane and Eddie Murphy could be in a movie together, and we just see them now in LA hanging out. Do the theatrical freaking window. Because, yes, even if I don't go see this in theaters, there are going to be people who are like, hey, Eddie Murphy, what is this, Beverly Hills Cop? And it's not called 4. The title is not 4. So you don't have to sit there and go, oh, let me see the other Beverly Hills Cops. It's a different time, the 80s. This is Axel F. 4. It works. Bad Boys is going to be big. But Dune, which I still haven't even finished Dune because I'm kind of like, I'm not really into it. At home on digital, I'm like, I'm not into it. Dune is awesome, though. And freaking Deadpool is going to be the biggest movie of next year. Deadpool, if it doesn't, because of Hugh Jackman, not because of Ryan Reynolds, because of Hugh Jackman coming back and kicking ass as Wolverine and giving the honor to the goddamn X-Men and everything he did. We're going to just see him with Deadpool, and we're going to bring him into the MCU. That's all we're doing. We're bridging it over to the MCU. We're never going to see Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool stay in the MCU. Never. He cusses too much. He's too out of control. He says things like, you're Tom Holland, you're dating Zendaya. Or is it Zendaya? Stupid stuff like that. We don't care, bro. Give me No Way Home. Give me No Way Home. Give me Electro, Andrew Garfield. I don't care about, you're Zendaya or Zendaya? You're Zendaya or Zendaya? In a Marvel movie? What? Why are you doing paradox crap, movie docs? Ridiculous. Sorry I got off topic. Anyway, please, 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 Wolverine. That's who we want. We want to see the X-Men and the Wolverine. Some kind of new form of actors, the old actors, X-Men versus X-Men. Who cares? X versus X, X on X, XVX. Who cares? We're going to see it. Eddie Murphy, put your movie in theaters. I saw X-Men United in theaters. Awesome. I saw Spider-Man in theaters. I saw Attack of the Clones in theaters. If you just made the prices matinee, if you just get a matinee day, that's the day you look at. $7, $6, AMC, everybody going. These previews are too goddamn many previews. I understand, but there's not that many movies coming out. There's a real lull. People are now like, okay, Wonka. The only Wonka people were really into was Tim Burton's and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and they didn't have Johnny Depp, and that was to. But this Wonka looks fun. I would say this Wonka looks fun. It's going to be not great, or it is, but we're like, okay, whatever. But Eddie Murphy, theatrical. Puss in Boots and Shrek is in theaters. This is going to be one of your best movies. Put it in theaters. Wait on Netflix, because the only thing people want to see on Netflix is Wednesday and Rebel Moon, and Wednesday, and they're going to have the Netflix to see it. I don't know, man. I might have to go on MMT, and I might release information. I wouldn't do it because weirdos and hurt people might hurt you, but you may need to get hurt because you're stupid and you're not putting a theatrical window of at least 90 to 120 days for Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. And I wouldn't even want to go see it in theaters, but I'm telling you, if you get the buzz for everybody, the buzz building of like, man, did you see Beverly Hills Cop? I'm black, I liked it. I'm white, I liked it. I'm Asian, I'm people just seeing it to laugh. Would you do Rush Hour 4 on Netflix? You know how many people want to see Rush Hour 4? And I sent a story about that where they have kids and it's a whole, and they're older. This looks cooler than a Rush Hour. And Rush Hour was pretty damn good for Rush Hour 1 and 2. 3 was the weakest one. 4 is going to be the best. You're going to bring the nostalgia back for the Lethal Weapon and the... Do not put this shit just on Netflix. It will get forgotten. It'll be big. And then people are like, oh, I saw it on Netflix. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't care. Fury Road, Furiosa next year. That is the thing I want to see. I want to see Fury Road and Furiosa in a double parter. I will go. I will literally go and walk. I'll take a bus. I don't even have a car to go. Furiosa, Fury Road, Beverly Hills Cop. I'm going to watch the old ones, Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2, Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2 on Netflix. With some, with Top Gun did, where they put on CBS, they put Top Gun 1, which I first saw Top Gun 1 on CBS, and they put the makings of, and they brought back the great feeling of you're coming back, Top Gun. That's all.